Good day, everyone, and welcome to session recap 2nd of October 2017. My name is Nenad, and today we will see 5 setups on Euro dollar, Pound dollar, Australian dollar, dollar CAD, and dollar yen. At this time, you can see this. Usually, these pairs are very good to trade. So we are actually going along with volatility in the market. And last previous session recap was very, very, very good. I will show you results just after the risk disclaimer. CFD and Forex trading are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. And because of that, those are not suitable for everyone. Please have in mind that the video is not part of the .co.uk website, but the globalnews.com website. And you can read a full risk disclosure on this web address. Also, have in mind that patience is the key to trading success. You need to be patient. You need to wait for the price to come to you. When price gets to you, there is a time when you actually make your trade. You don't rush in the market. The rules and setups for our recap. So give price a breathing room, and usually we enter within 15 pips of the predicted level if it's an agreement with your system. Use scaling in if you wish. But don't forget that you do your own trade and money management. Respect your stop loss, add a spread to your stop, and even if you trade via ECN account, try to add 2 to 5 pips depending on the pair traded. Have in mind that we take only one position per listed pair, so it's either positional or alternative trade, whichever hits first. But the only exception is if we have a breakout trade or scalp setup, that is, you can add to an existing position. First touch of the zone is the most profitable. That is why we need to focus on the first touch of the zone, the first entry in the zone. Positional trades are trend trades and alternative trades are counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels can be traded independently of any position. And of course, depending on time and volatility, we use profit stop after 20 pips, but not less. Session recap setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow. But have in mind that we have a Wednesday live trading session, so these setups here that I present you today are valid until early Wednesday morning. Of course, if they actually are hit. If our buffer zone, POC zone, is not hit, we simply don't trade. Pay attention to my Twitter updates, and scalp trade levels should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. Scalp trades. All these trades are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. Add these levels to your system. Pay attention to trend. So maybe you will find other trend-based entries, and the term pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. And these are past week results. Euro dollar was good for 20 pips. Pound dollar positional trade 75 pips. Australian dollar was either plus 20 or minus 35, depending what you did with the trade. So for some that was a loss, for some other traders that was a win. Dollar CAD was good for 140 pips, and that was the trade of the week. Yeah, it was a great trade. And pound yen was good for 70 pips. So total pips pool that you could have made on past week recap was anywhere from 295 to 325. The trade of the week, of course, was the dollar CAD. And that was really the best trade that we could have made. It was a great trade and I enjoyed it a lot, really. Now, let's see what happened with euro dollar. Euro dollar was in downtrend. We had a sell position at 1900. Stop loss was put at 1940. But the problem was, well, we had German elections. So German election result was mainly positive, but the surprise was a right wing in Germany that actually made into the parliament after so many years. So because of that, euro dollar actually started to drop. And it actually hit the buy setup around 1790. It went to 1810, so maximum number of pips was like 20 pips. And then it started to drop again, then it made another leg up, then dropped. Because of that, now the trend has changed in euro dollar. Intra-week trend has changed, so we can also take some nice short setup that I prepared today. Then pound dollar was in uptrend. It was a good setup because our buy position came into play exactly at 34.40. You see the price almost reached it to the pip. Then it spiked up and it gave approximately 80 pips, 70 pips of profit. And I also said pay attention to 33.80, it might go up. And you see what happened after 33.80 was hit. An instant rejection of 30 pips. Australian dollar was ranging, so this was mixed. Our buy position came here, 78.80. It hit 78.00, almost 78.99. So it could have been good for some 20 pips, especially if you actually enter maybe even lower. But you see, stop loss initially was not hit. Then the price spiked up and then it dropped. So this could have been either a win or a loss. Dollar CAD was the trade of the week. We had positional buy trade initiated at the buffer zone. So what is the buffer zone again? If I say position buy 23.15, the POC zone or the buffer zone, the zone where we make entries, is 23.35, 23.30, 23.15, and 22.95. So it's 15 pip buffer to the both sides. Sometimes the price will get very close to the entry, and maybe if you see that it's going very close but it's rejecting, you can even try to trade it even if it's 1 or 2 pips away from the zone. Usually the price gets in the zone, but just sometimes it might get stuck and then you need to actually wait. And yeah, sometimes it's good not to, let's say, wait if you see that the price will reject. But let's say it came here, you see that it's very close to the zone and you pull a buy trigger. But as you can see, the price actually went into the zone because the top of the zone was 23.30. 23.15 is the medium point and 23.00 is the low. You never move your stop loss. That allows you to effectively scale in a trade. Pound yen also was another win. That is my favorite pair to trade out of all pairs in Forex market. Pound yen, really, I like the movement of pound yen. I like how the price is moving. And I really enjoy trading pound yen. Even if I take a hit, I'm still enjoying it because it's very fast. You can make good pips. Even if you trade on intraday basis, you can make very good scalps because the range, the ATR in GBP yen or so-called dragon is very big. And here you can see we had a buy position and sell position. Actually, our sell position was initiated. I didn't put a good line because the line should have been put here, but I will mark it here. It was good for 70 pips because our sell trade initiated here exactly. This was very, very, very close to, I mean, this was the zone. So this was actually a good sell and the price rejected for some 70 pips. So for previous week, this was the result. Anywhere from 295 to 325 possible pips. If you made 30-40% out of it, it's still good because these are free pips, free setups, of course. Now let's see what can happen. Euro dollar downtrend, still in a sell position, 1820, stop 1860, TP 7040, TP 2 is 1.6090, buy trade 6090, stop loss 6060, TP 1750. We already, guys, are having a buy set up, and if you followed my analysis today on euro dollar here, you can see that I actually again made a valid analysis that was respected, because I said it's an important zone. And yeah, actually that happened. I can show you the chart. Give me a few seconds just to open my screen here, and I will show you. So here I will show you where the price actually rejected. Here. The price came within the zone, guys, here. 70, I said 1725, 1690. It's 7030, it's 88.6 fib here, you can see. So it was very, very good trade. I like how the price moved, and definitely, I mean, it's not a big money, of course, or big pips, whatever you call it, but still it was good considering that the range today was not that big. Of course, euro dollar is not big range pair, but still it was okay, and I enjoyed it. So here you can see that the price is effectively rejecting from the zone. Now if you take a 4-hour time frame, you can see that the price is still trapped here, okay, inside the channel that is effectively Andrew's pitchfork, and fibs are also pointing down here, 38, 50, 61.8. So what you can expect, what I would expect, is that price gets to retest this level here, either 1805 to 1820. That is in the middle of pivot point and yesterday's high. We always, guys, need to take a look at yesterday's high and low. I'm not sure how many of you are actually price action traders, but yesterday high and low are very, very important. When you take a look at yesterday high and low, then you know basically will the price retest. And here we have a confluence. Watch the confluence here. Yesterday's high, order block. This is bearish order block. This is the top of Andrew's pitchfork. This is the EMA 89, and here this is the zone. So if the euro dollar gets in the zone, I will make a sell trade. So still it's rejecting from the zone, I said. If you traded euro dollar today, now you would have made some nice pips to the upside. Here it is once more, the euro dollar analysis, and the price came in the zone here and bang, it spiked. Now let's see, we would euro dollar bulls would love to stay above 60.90, but of course we don't know if that will happen. So what can happen is, as I say, either a sell trade or maybe another buy trade from the bottom of the zone at 60.90. So let's see what will happen. This is the setup. Ilya, hi again. Yes, Ilya is just back from work. So great, Ilya. Now you can actually join almost from the start because I just started to show setups. And yes, previous week result, because I still see people coming in. This is the previous week result. We could have made anywhere from 295 to 325 pips. Dollar CAD was the trade of the week. So this is euro dollar setup. And these setups are valid today, tomorrow, until Wednesday morning, because on Wednesday morning we do other analysis as we have Wednesday live trading webinar. Pound dollar uptrend, also downtrend, sorry. The pound just started to drop before the Bank of England. So it started to drop, and we have two possible positions. 33.35 possible sell, and buy around 31.65. So 33.35 possible sell. Let me show you the chart. 33.35. You see, guys, what's going on here. Old Andrew's pitchfork channel that has been broken, but we have a progressive channel that is going down, but you see the price broke through this progressive channel. 1 hour time frame. So obviously the price is going down. Now 33.35 is the zone. It's a strong zone. Bearish order block, weekly low. Yeah, this is WL. It's an indication of weekly low. Daily L4, weekly L3. Guys, this is strong, and this is the channel, progressive channel bottom. Because of that, I think that pound dollar could sell from this spot. So you need to wait. We definitely, I mean, not you, but we need to wait and see if the price will make a pullback. If it makes a pullback, then I would go short, yes. But again, if it doesn't happen, there is a buy possible setup. 31.65 is possible buy setup. 31.20 is a stop loss in that case. And this is how it looks. We need to go lower. So 31.65 is weekly L5. Because if the price closes with a 4-hour close or daily close below the weekly L4, daily close below 32.68 is, in my opinion, bearish. Okay, so in my opinion, it will be bearish, and I think daily close below 32.60 will make another. Then I'm not sure that, but let's say 33.35 can happen because it's a confluence. But still, guys, I'm not sure. We definitely need to see whether the price will close below 32.60. Then I think it's all short until 31.65. Fib confluence here. Yes, of course. This is also fib level here. Actually, I will make this easier for you. So this is 23.6 and 23.6 in strong trends. Okay, in strong trends is usually rejecting the price. Now, of course, if the price keeps going lower, we will need to extend the price lower. Because if it makes a new low, then we still need to place a Fibonacci again till that low, because Fibonacci is active tool. If price makes a new high or new low, we need to redraw it. So yes, this is confluence, definitely. 23.6 also very strong. Australian dollar, downtrend. 77.65 sell. Stop is 77.20. TP 76.10. Possible buy 76.10. Stop loss 75.60. TP 76.90. Also, it's important to say that uh, when it's Monday and we talk about Monday, you always need to pay attention to calendar, guys. Calendar and paying attention to calendar is important because if you trade the Australian dollar during Tokyo session, usually there is some news in Australia. Now, the only news that can influence the price, but not that big, is actually new home sales. Yeah, I might make. Let's see, maybe it's a typo. I will check it now. Australian dollar here. Yes, it's yes, guys. Sorry, it's actually 78.65. I will correct this now. It's actually 78.65. Let's see. I will just correct this. 78.65, and then stop loss is 79.20. And yeah, 70. I will make a 77. Positional buy is 77.40. Now I'm making a slide so you can actually see. Okay, 77.40 and 74.20. Yeah, it's a leftover. Now I corrected the screen and the slide, so you will be able to see it now. So this is it. Australian dollar 78.65. Interest rate. Peter is saying interest rate. Why didn't I see it there? Let's see. Tuesday doesn't say interest rate. Maybe yeah. I should have made it. Yeah, it's my mistake. Wait, filter. Now I will apply filter and only strong impact news. Yes, guys, here 4:30. Indeed, Peter, you're right. 4:30 RBA interest rate decision. This is heavy impact news. So be careful, guys. Be very careful. Okay? You see in my screen now, it's 4:30. Okay, it's GMT, right? So you need to be very careful. This will impact the Australian dollar, guys. So very careful if you trade a price. Ideally, the entry should be ideally the entry should be happening before the actual news has been released. So yeah, you just need to actually be very careful. But technically speaking, this is the setup. Straightly speaking from technical perspective. Okay. I will roll the slides again just a little bit later. Dollar CAD now 24.80. Yeah, also I will get back now to Australian dollar. Technically, guys, this could have been sell trade, but as I say, technically speaking, 78.65 or 55 here. This is the clear zone. Now we have two progressive channels. One of them is earlier channel, but again, the second one is current channel. So if the price gets here, okay, it will be the daily H4, EMA 89, very strong, guys, and also you can place a Fibonacci here. And this is indeed, as I say, strong zone 88.6 retracement, my favorite retracement. So you see now, that is the reason why you need to be very careful. Because on interest rate decision, price might spike up. Ideally, this trade setup should happen before the actual interest rate decision. And buy trade 77.40, because around 77.40 it's weekly L4, and I think this level, if we take a look at 4-hour time frame here, okay, here weekly L4, you see it still hasn't been retested for a long time. So I think the first retest that gets in the zone, according to Camarilla pivots and my knowledge of Camarillas, will be successful. Though it will, of course, depend a lot what will be the decision of Reserve Bank of Australia. So, but I think there are buyers at this point, because weekly L4 is a strong level, weekly level, and it hasn't been tested recently. So I think there could be now moment buyers waiting in an ambush for potential long trade. Now the dollar CAD, positional buy 24.80, sell 24.40, TP 25.95, sell 26.00, stop 26.40, TP 25.40. This is actually dollar CAD, and I personally am in a long trade, but I can also add on a trade if my stop loss is 25.40, but I made this is, guys, what I did already today when the price started to reject. So you don't need to follow this, because obviously it's a little bit higher than the POC zone, because originally, guys, this was the POC zone, but I got a little bit later in the trade. So that is why I actually, you see my entry here, that is why I actually made a later entry at the rejection of these levels here. Now we can also add Fibonacci from this spot to this spot, and you can see it's 38.2 rejection, very strong confluence here. That is why I said 24.80 is buy position. But you know, if it gets there, I might add one more position, but my stop loss will be 24.40, below this EMA, below this fib. So in strong trends, this could be actually, this can happen in strong trends, that the price does not pull back higher than 38.2. So effectively now it's sitting around 23.6, and if you take a look at daily chart, this is a channel, guys. It's still not made it to the top. That is 25.95. This is confluence here, a progressive channel top, monthly H3. I like these Camarillas. Camarillas are what I really like to trade and what I excel in doing so. Yeah, let's see. But originally, this would have been better entry, 24.80. So that is why I still think this could be a good entry. And yeah, 24.40 stop, TP 25.95, 26.00 is sell, stop 26.40, TP is 25.40. This is a sell, potential sell, because yeah, Landry is asking what is weekly L3, weekly L4. I'm new. I will explain. Weekly Camarilla levels, Camarilla zones. So yeah, I mean here you see 25.86, 25.95, the top. So if the price gets here, this could be a sell, the top of the progressive channel in confluence with Camarilla levels. You see now my entry was not ideal. That is why I think that it would have been better that I got here, but unfortunately I was a little bit late. Then I made an entry after the rejection of 23.6 here. You see, then I made an entry. I actually counted that the price will proceed, because the ATR was not, It's only 59 pips today. So when I made my entry here, I knew I was late, but I said if the price made 55 pips by then on the ATR, it still has the room for 50, 60 pips to the upside, even more. So yeah, you see now it's rejecting. So let's see. 2480 was much better entry, but I have also few more accounts, including MT5 account, and definitely yes, I will probably make a trade also on the MT5 too. So yeah, well, we need to be patient always. Yet another example that patience always pays off. And I said a couple of days ago that as long as the price is above 23.25, the trend is bullish. And yes, the price was above the level and it rejected and made nice pips during the previous week. Pound yen, the final trade that I will be showing you today. Downtrend on pound yen, sell position 150.10, 150.55 is top, 149.10 TP, buy trade 148.90, stop loss 148.50, TP 149.80. Now, if you followed my GBP yen setup today, I also did GBP yen setup. I hope that you guys actually enter the market. You need to follow me on Twitter. Please do it. I always put real-time setups, and it's always when I make the analysis, I tweet about it. Here on elitecurrency.com, the site that Chris and I manage, actually, I also did a setup here. You can see it here. I did a tweet, and this is the trade of the day for me, definitely, because I traded from this spot here, a breakout trade, and you see now the price has made more than 150 pips. So whenever I make the analysis, please just click it and see if you agree with me. Then even better, that is even more pips for you. Okay, so now the thing is, that is basically my favorite pair. Really, I like the pound yen. My favorite pair, and also the pair that I prefer to follow, especially on intraday basis. It produces so many pips sometimes, and I like it. Now you see now 169 pips today. So pound yen, the dragon. Yeah, and 150.10 is a potential entry. Here it's very close to this order block. We also have yesterday low that was broken here. Here you see. Now we don't know if the price will stop here, but that will be probably a, I think it's a Fibonacci here. So very close to weekly L3. This is the zone. And on subsequent retest, I think that the pound yen will reject. Okay, now, so let's see. You can ask about equities too. I will do equity analysis. Next month, I will have Camarilla indicators for the MT5. So I will also do, I already started doing live trading on MT5, but as you know, I actually still need my Camarilla indicators to be coded for the MT5. Ilya is saying, what pair could we call tiger if GBPN is a dragon? Maybe the tiger is dollar Chinese yuan. Maybe dollar Chinese yuan can be a tiger. But it's not that I made it the dragon. Actually, a lot before I started to trade, I remember in 2006 and 7, I traded on demo. I was not trading live. then on Forex Factory, when I started to come more frequently, traders called GBP yen the dragon. So it's a famous name for the GBP yen because yen, it's like the dragon, Japanese. Yes, GBP New Zealand is the beast. Well, why not? Maybe dollar Chinese yuan can be the tiger. Okay, so uh, let's get back to your questions. What are these levels? WL3 daily H5. Uh, these are most important levels on intraday, intra-week charts. Daily H5 is resistance, daily H4 is resistance, daily H3 is resistance. L3, L4, L5 are supports until support is broken or resistance is broken. Those are Camarilla pivot points. Weekly levels are also very well respected during intraday or intra-week movement. So usually I tend to follow these levels in a form of confluence. For more information, you can also watch my webinars on Camarillas, or you can send an email. So I will copy paste from my GDoc and we'll send you the info for Camarilla because it's not easy to explain. But in short, those are very, very important, strong levels of support and resistance on daily and weekly basis, overlaid in one single chart. The question is, can I analyze dollar yen? Yes, dollar yen. It's called Ninja in trading language. And here you can see that the main channel is down, but it broke through the channel. On 4-hour time frame, it's going up, so definitely uptrend on dollar yen. And now it's standing at important points, so it might spike, but we will need to wait. Of course, it's 61.8, the top of this downward sloping channel, ATR pivot. So yes, this is also a confluence here. But let's see, it could spike. Yeah, indeed, it's 61 pips, still room to the upside. Ilya is saying GBP Australian dollar. Yeah, GBP koala. No, there was not such a name, but GBP Australian dollar here, big downtrend, huge drop. And if the price gets here to retest 70.20, I think this is a short trade on GBP dollar. Chad is saying, thanks, Nenad, you're the best. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, thanks a lot for such comments. Dom is saying, hi, man, this is great. Hi, Dom. Yes, indeed. I am the creator of Camarilla MACD method, and I also modified standard Camarilla levels to have all of these in the same chart. And I am very happy how it goes because this is my invention, these systems and analysis that you actually are seeing here. Now the question was about Brent. Yes, Brent, I need to show you the MT5. I will have my indicators on MT5, as I say, very soon. So then I will be trading even more markets. I will might start to trade Hang Seng index. This is the fastest and the most volatile index, I think, in my opinion. This is really, this is an earthquake in trading. You can get poor or you can get rich with trading the HSI Hang Seng index. Very, very volatile. Very volatile. Now let's get back to the question about Brent. The MT5, guys, is the future of trading. So my advice, personal, friendly, as a trader to a trader, give it a try and open MT5 account, because next year especially there will be things that will change industry. Probably many traders will move, and it already started, to MT5, because MetaQuotes actually said if I remember correctly, that it will stop support for the MT4. It still means that the MT5, MT4 will exist, of course. But you know, it will be like, you know, it will not gain support from the meta quotes. So MT5, now MT5 is, it's allowing hedging. It's much better than it was. And this is, yeah, in my opinion, the future of trading. And the present, of course. Landre, please send me an email. Okay, just let me reply an email. tarantulasfx@gmail.com. And yes, guys. Can I show slides? Can I show slides? Yes, I will. Don't worry. Dom is asking. Ron is saying I will try the MT5 but miss Camarilla. Yes, I will. I definitely. That's the plan. I already contacted my coder. I know him from Forex Factory, a great coder, and he will do the indicator for me, and it will be available next month for sure. Do I ever trade cryptos? Not yet, but I will start to trade cryptos. As I say, not yet, but I will start to trade it soon. And you will see here, if I start to trade, of course you will see it. Samuel is asking, what makes MT5 better than MT4? Samuel, please go to Admiral Markets YouTube channel and watch my webinar on the MT5. There are so many things that are better than MT4. The primary thing is the speed of the MT5. It doesn't freeze up. It's not the same as MT4. It's object-oriented language. It's completely different. It looks similar, but of course it looks better. It looks similar but better, but it's not the same. Because the thing is, it's improved. It's much improved than the MT4. So you can actually watch my webinar here. The new exclusive features for the MT4 and 5. And let me show you the screen. Jens and I did this together, and I think that you might like it a lot. Just go to Admiral Markets YouTube and watch this webinar. Ilya, I have different accounts, and I also have the MT5, so I'm trading actively on both MT4 and MT5 account. Yes, in the future, I would recommend MQL5, Ilya, indeed. In the future, definitely. Peter, I sent you an email on Sunday. When do you have a little bit time to check it? I'll check my emails. Literally, I'm receiving hundreds of emails. Sometimes I will miss it, but I will pay attention. Yes, I will send you the indicators, Peter. You can resend your email now. So when I finish with the webinar, I will send you the indicators. What do I think about Spain? About Catalonia, Spain implications? I don't think it will have big implications how the things are now. So at this point, euro-dollar is indeed in downtrend, but I expect another sell in euro-dollar. I don't think it will be heavy implication on euro-dollar and generally, because things now should calm a bit. Let's see what will happen. Few more questions, guys, and we actually need to call it a day. So what about supply and demand zones? Eric, about supply and demand, I use Camarilla's POC zones. POC zones, or points of confluence, are actually some form of supply and demand, because I take all important Camarilla's historicals, buyers and sellers with price action tools, and that makes it supply and demand. But yes, supply and demand zones are pretty much strong. POC zone is a form of supply and demand, definitely. Euro, GBP and gold, and then I will roll the slides. Euro GBP. Here, guys, Euro GBP. This is the upward ascending channel. Yeah, this is definitely uptrend. The price broke here. Now Euro GBP is in uptrend. I would wait for a potential 88.06, and then I would probably make a buy trade here, because this is the low here, and even if the price gets there, you see, it will be a confluence with 78.6. Above this will be a breakout trade. So Euro GBP is going up now. You see. And my thoughts on gold. Okay, we can do this now. But soon, guys, you will see me also analyzing on MT5, and maybe some analysis I'll do on MT5. XAU USD. Wow, this is downtrend, possible retest 2085 short trade, because this is daily H3, EMA 89. I'm sure that there is some Fibonacci here. Yes, of course. 61.8. Yeah, this is the level to go short. Let's see 4-hour time frame. Yes, short. This is short. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you, Samir, for your comment. Again, a great webinar. Thank you, Samir. Here, these are slides, and as I say, guys, follow me on Twitter, and when I do a tweet with analysis, click on it immediately, because these setups that I post on Admiral Markets and also on Elite Currency, and those setups should be traded same day, or if they don't happen today, they will happen probably tomorrow, but usually they happen in the next few hours. So click on it to read the analysis. If you agree with me, then trade it. Here, GBP dollar. Landre, thank you for your comment. Thanks so much. This has been very informative. This is my first time, and it was worth every second of it. Thank you. I mean, just come here. Also on Wednesday, I do live trading too. And yes, I am one of traders who keep everything clear, and I like to keep it clear. I like to show you what I'm doing, how I trade, and that is actually what, in my opinion, every serious trader should do, you know, but people are afraid to show losses if they happen. Well, I'm not afraid to show any losses, so I always clear result. Dollar CAD and GBPN. Albert is saying, slept off and missed your analysis this morning on GBPN. Albert, don't sleep too much. When the time is for trading, you need to be ready to trade. I sometimes I sleep for 5 hours. You know, I know it's not that good, but well, you know, I'm so much into this, so you know, I just need to be ready for a new trading day. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all of your comments and loves, and yeah, talk to you soon then, right? And see you on Wednesday. Cheers, guys. As always, trade safe.